Hello and welcome back to Star Citizen. So in my last video, the 2.5 PTU video, I focused mainly on Crusader. And today I thought I would pop back into ArcCorp because I understand there's been some tweaks to how ArcCorp looks. So I'm looking out the window. It looks like there's... It does look like there's more atmospheric scenery out there. So let's get out of the arrival suite. You gonna scan me, bro? Are we all good? Can I go? We? No? Okay, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I can see it. I can see, actually, because when you look down that way, there would be, like, you could see those buildings, and then you would see, basically sky in behind there. And what they've done is they've added a lot more layering in there, for sure. Let's have a look around. Yeah, I still can't see anything down there. Let's pop over to the gantry, over to Astro Armada. Have a look there. I followed Noob Gamer's performance enhancement tweaks. I've followed one particular tweak because I was getting processor affinity problems. Basically, when Star Citizen starts up, it wants to load up CPU 2, which is logical processor 3, and it was just bombing out on that thread, and I've taken the affinity for that one off, and it seems to be loading across the other CPUs a bit better now, and hopefully I'm seeing the 60 frames a second as a result of that. But until I get into Crusader again, I can't really be 100% sure on that. Looking out over this gantry, yeah, it's definitely a bit more full in terms of depth. It looks pretty good, I have to say. Watch this craft go over. I have to say I'm getting a bit of screen tear, even though I'm locked at 60 frames. I'm getting screen tear. However, that could be I say I'm locked at 60 frames, but that's because Fraps is kind of locking things down at 60 frames, so perhaps it's still running it higher than that behind the scenes, maybe? I don't know. Who's this? Feu de Astre. My French is terrible. Yeah, it all looks pretty much the same in here, I have to say. Unless that lift is now working. I doubt it is. Nope, still not working. I think the quality settings are still fairly low. I'm not sure. I think one of the things I would like to try is somehow getting DVR rescaling, running it at 4K, knocking off at anti-aliasing, and just letting it downscale to HD, and seeing if that makes this look a bit crisper. Because when you're looking at things, you can see... Here's not a good example. When you... Yeah, if you look at the corner of that building, as I'm moving along, you can see there's kind of this... Well, you might not be able to see it in the video, actually, but this is kind of cycling of the texture, what looks like cycling of the texture, but it's actually just the resolution of the thin lines that's being worked by my viewpoint change, and that is basically down to anti-aliasing. So by running it at 4K and then downscaling to HD, you kind of get basically free anti-aliasing. Provided the card does that better than it would do anti-aliasing. And if I could say anti-aliasing any more in this video, let me know in the comments below. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, you know, having those buildings in the background, it adds that extra depth. That is one thing for certain. I don't know if they've done much in the alleyways. I'm getting a sense that the lighting has improved. It's a bit more atmospheric now. I think it was a bit more blanched out before, but it looks like there's a bit more depth to it now. Let's run around the back of the medical wing, I think it is. I think it's this way I want to go, through the door. Oh, it's job well, sorry, not medical wing. Let's pop out to this window because we get another view out this way. I'm assuming these terminals aren't functioning. Oh, they've got the Moby-Glass insignia on them though. Hello, Oggy Doggy. Interesting name. Right, there's a lot of reflection on the window, which is obscuring the view quite a lot, unfortunately. But yeah, again, out in the distance, there is definitely a bit more depth, and there's smoke now. In fact, I think if we can go out the side of this facility, we might be able to see more. Okay, so I've come around the alleyway around the back. I can't... There was a way where you could... Crap. Oh no, that's prone. Get up. There was a bug. I think they've probably fixed that by now, but you could actually kind of do this duck jump thing and it would actually propel you quite a distance up. Yeah, you can see the smoke out there, but I can't seem to get a decent vantage point on it really. One thing I have noticed is, so we can walk through here and we've got sound changes. Now I'm not sure it's had the Grim Hex level of sound atmospherics done to it, but what I have noticed is you're walking along and this is a puddle. No puddle, not splosh. I really would expect to hear splosh splosh and then none, and then splosh 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 and none, and so on and so forth. So I think it's missing something there. That might be a bit pernickety overkill, but hey, you know, given what I saw about Grim Hex, that's something I would kind of expect to see them put in place. Okay, so this is ArcCorp. It's been under a bit of refresh, had a little bit of extra flair put to it. I think the lighting's had a bit of a play as well, and it looks pretty amazing, I have to say. And the CPU tweak, I think, is helping. I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's helping. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe, and I shall see you all in the next Star Citizen video. Thanks for watching, bye bye for now. The negative reviews are coming in thick and fast, and from what I can tell, you know, the majority of the reviews that are coming in negatively are centered around the fact that people's expectations are just way off. Sean Murray has repeatedly